For number 3, finding the measure of arcs. Find the measure of each arc. So for arc CD, we know that this is 90. So this is 90. Moving forward here, this CE is a diameter, which means that this whole thing is 180. So 180 minus 90 gives me 90. And these are vertical angles right here. So this is 90. And that's 90. And then the last thing we could do is if we add 90 and 34 and subtract from 180, that's a semicircle right here. So we could get this piece right here. So add, subtract from 180, and we get that that is 56 degrees. Okay, so now that we have all of our angle measurements and all of our arc measurements, we can go ahead and fill this in. So arc FD would be 34 plus 90, and that is 124. Then we have DCF. So DC to G, that's 180, plus the 56 gives me 236 degrees. So I went from 90, 90, and 56, and I added all those together. And then lastly, we have GDF. So I could add all of these together, or I could do 360 minus this little piece here. I think it's just easier to subtract. So I get 304 degrees for that entire arc measurement. Okay, so for part B, similar idea. You need to find all the missing arcs and angles and then fill in these here. So if this is 87, the central angle, then its arc is 87. The angle is going to be 72 because the arc is 72. Now, WU, that right there goes through the center. So I know it's diameter. So I know that this side is 180 and this side is 180. Okay? So I could go ahead and add 87 and 72 and subtract that from 180, and I get that this is 21 degrees. The other thing is that this and this angle are vertical, so they're both 72. And so then on this side, if I just took 180 minus 72, I get that this is 108. The angle UXV is 72. The measure of arc ST is 21. The arc WV is 108. TW is 21 plus 72, so 93 degrees. And then lastly, we have TVW. So TVW, so 87, 72, and 108. So we add those together and we get 267 degrees.